Wir sind in Köln, es ist voll und es gibt Videospiele, das kann nur eines bedeuten. Richtig, wir sind auf der Gamescom 2010, nämlich am Stand von Ubisoft jetzt angekommen. Und hier gibt es ganz tolle Spiele zu sehen, wie zum Beispiel Raving Rabbids Travel in Time oder auch Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Aber wir schauen uns jetzt etwas an, was mir persönlich sehr am Herzen liegt. Ich bin ein riesen Strategie-Fan und darf jetzt ein Spiel sehen, was vor der Gamescom nur vermutet wurde, dass es existiert. Ich darf mir jetzt nämlich Heroes of Might and Magic Teil 6 angucken. Und dieses Spiel heißt nun leider nicht mehr so, das heißt jetzt Might and Magic Heroes 6, bleibt aber im Prinzip das gleiche und das schauen wir uns jetzt mal an.
Peggy 12.
They've been expecting this game for 4 years now. It'll be 5 years until it's released, so the expectations are very high. They are quite confident that Ubisoft is able to develop and publish a good Heroes game, because Heroes 5 was quite a success, especially with the 2 add-ons that really completed the experience. But still, now they want some innovations, and that's what we're giving them with this title. So we hope they'll be reassured by the familiarity, excited by the innovations, and in the end, let's say in 3-4 years from now, they will say, "Oh yeah, Hero 6 was definitely the best heroes in the series of the game, this legendary series." Yeah.
But actually you changed the names of the game. Why did you change the name from Heroes of Might and Magic to Might and Magic Heroes?
Basically, it's because Might Magic becomes an umbrella brand at Ubisoft that covers all kinds of games. There's Heroes, of course, but also Clash of Heroes, Kingdoms, and all those games have one thing in common: their universe, the world in which they are set, called Ashan, and it's the world of Might Magic. So now Might Magic is the world, and it's the common theme to all the games, and then there are several games within this world.
Speaking of the evolution you did from the 5th part to the 6th part, what are the main innovations you are installing in the game?
We are focusing on at least 3 different aspects. The first one is an improved and enhanced RPG experience, in which we let the player have total control over his character creation and development. So he'll be able to customize his character from the start, making him female or male, might or magic. Then leveling up, each level will give him skill points. He will be able to really have a control over the skills he can buy. He has access to all the skills, and he will be able to purchase the one he wants. And in the end, he will be able to unlock advanced classes that will change his appearance and unlock unique, powerful abilities as well. So that's one thing. Second thing is strategy, added strategy on the adventure map mostly. Now the idea is to conquer territories, what we call areas of controls. All the resources depend on a single fort or town, and you have to conquer it to conquer the area. And the towns are now fully in 3D on the adventure map to reinforce this. So strategy, intel, recon, scouting becomes more important. And the third layer is making each faction unique in the way it's played. Going a bit closer to the Blizzard games in this respect, in which the Zergs and the Protoss really behave differently. The same in Hero 6. We have 5 factions, and every one of them has unique abilities that will make them special.
With the unit creation on the battle maps, how important is the actual strategy you're going? Is it like when you're planning and setting up a good army, you can basically win the fight without any strategy, or is it you can put any unit on the field and you win with the right strategy? How is this behaving in the game?
I think it will be a balance. We also have different kind of players enjoying this game. I think the real strategists out there will want to optimize their victory conditions, and they will basically play faster, but with the right combination of creature, hero abilities, they will win fights that at first seems very hard for them. And on the other hand, we had a lot of what we call casual, hardcore gamers who love heroes, who don't play to a lot of video games, but who like the relaxing experience, the fact that they can plan their moves in advance, not be stressed by the enemy. And those ones will probably explore 100% of the map, collect all the resources, build big armies, so they have a fair chance to win the fight, even though they don't play the strategy very much.
So I think there are a few players out there that are screaming right now, oh my god, they're messing with my favorite universe. How do you interact with the community?
Since day one, we have been in contact, in fact, with what we call the VIP fans. It's a private forum of community leaders, of community moders. So there are 25-30 of them, and we have shared with them the vision of the game, the art direction, the gameplay features, the scenario, etc., gathering their feedback, sometimes taking their feedback directly into account to modify a couple of concepts we had in the game. And we also measure, what changes are welcome, what changes may feel interesting for us, but have to be explained a lot for them to understand what we're doing, etc.
Can you name maybe an example of a feature or something they actually brought into the game?
They strongly influence, for instance, the skill system. We revamped it completely from the original vision, because they made a lot of feedbacks that were well argumented, explaining why they felt it was not such a good system for Heroes of Might and Magic. And frankly, they were right. There were a lot of arguments, a lot of propositions from them. So we redesigned the skill system.
So we've seen the presentation a few minutes ago, and the graphics just looked stunning. And that's always on the cost of system performance. Any word of the system requirements?
What is great with this game and with Black Hole, the developer, is that they have an in-game engine that they use for their former games, which has a huge capacity for scalability. So from day one we said, we want this game to be able to run on low configs, because we know most of our players out there play on their laptop, and it's an old laptop, it's not a recent one they just bought. So we said we want them to be able to play the game, enjoy it, but at the same time, we will ship in 2011. We want it to look a bit next-gen in some aspects. So what we showed you is like the high-end version of the game. But if you remove a lot of graphical features that won't make it ugly, but just will make it a bit more simple, it runs perfectly on a laptop PC that you bought like 2 or 3 years ago.
So when can we expect the game in 2011? Do you know any quarter of the year?
It's first quarter, definitely. So March 1st is the ultimate deadline. For now, we're right on track, so we're confident we'll be able to meet this release date.
All right, thank you very much. Das war's und tschüss.